You snooze, you lose. You never know.
I told you.
You never know,
I told you, the whole finger pointing
I know, I got the
thing,
finger pointing.
I don't do that very much.
Those are beautiful. Those are really beautiful.
They're stunning.
Yeah. Okay, we are now going to talk about the largest proof set, and the only one that we have in the show tonight, right?
And I've not had this in months and months and months and months. Here's the thing, very quick presentation on this. Usually I'm 20 full minutes on this. I'm 15 minutes here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna talk fast. I usually do, so I'm gonna talk even faster.
I was gonna say.
It's pretty simple in all honesty. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a pretty simple deal. First of all, you get all these coins.
Which is amazing in itself.
Which is amazing in itself. So 50 years of American proof sets. Whoa. 50 years of American proof sets. Let me explain to you what a proof set is. Starting in 1936, the United States government decided that they were going to make a special presentation coin just for collectors. And they did that, and they proofed the coins. In other words, it was struck multiple times under higher pressures, individually hand wiping the dies between every 5 and 10 coins, and that remains in effect until today, to produce these special coins. And they started in 1936. 1936 proof set sells for, I don't know, 10,000 bucks. The 37 proof set's about 7,000 bucks. I mean, they're crazy expensive. It has continued on just about unabated. There's a couple years they missed during the war with that, where they have continued on and made these proof sets, and they're one of the most eagerly anticipated releases by the United States government every year. What I'm giving you the opportunity to do here is to go back in a numismatic time capsule and get 50 years of American proof sets, and here's the key, at less than $20 a set. This year's edition, with shipping and handling, will cost you $40. Directly from the mint. Last year's is like 45. The 2012 is like 300 bucks. I'm gonna give you 1960 through 2009 for $20 a set. For $20 a set. First time I put these together in months and months and months. Plus we have the $200 price break. The secondary part of this, you're buying coins like a coin dealer. And people go, what do you mean by that? You rarely see sets this big. And the reason is you usually see nationally advertised catalogs, particularly like this one. They don't really sell the sets, but they do sell the coins individually. Because it's far easier and far more profitable to break the sets open and sell the coins individually. It's particularly true of proof sets. Because the other thing about proof sets is, particularly since 1968, but even prior to that, the only way to get a proof coin is in a proof set. And from 1968 through today, the only way to get a San Francisco minted coin, almost without exception, is in a United States government issued proof set. So if you want a 1995 S-minted Kennedy half dollar, the only way to get it is out of one of these little green sets right here. And so there's about 300 coins in here. You pay about $3 a coin, but this coin's about $56 by itself. This coin's about $19. This coin's, it's almost $100 for this set coin by coin. Almost $100 for this set coin by coin by coin. So coin by coin by coin, and I added them all up for you. It's not like $9.99 if you buy them individually, if you buy them separately. And understand, more of these are sold separately than are sold as sets. If you add them up individually, you're looking at the better part of $3,000.
Wow.
So you're buying like a coin dealer. You're buying them for less. Every one of these is a sold out limited edition that by law can never be made again. Can never be made again. Now I want to show you what a proof coin is and what a proof coin's about. Let's take this set right here. This is a 1960. So this is not even a Kennedy half dollar. This is a Franklin half dollar. And you go, no, I've seen Franklin half dollars, a silver Franklin half dollar. Check this out. I have now ruined, there are now one less. This is why these sets literally get rarer and rarer by each and every day. Because what happens is people do this, and that's what a proof coin looks like, folks. That's what every single coin in every single one of these sets look like. Flawless. And that's a 1960. This is almost 60 years old. That's why in the catalog this coin is $56. $56 in silver. That's why the Washington quarter in here is $32, and why the dime, which is also silver, is $17.95. Coin by coin, nearly $100. I'm just going to leave this out. I'm going to put this up here. $100, and that is the case with the 1960, 61, 62, 63, and the 1 year that the Kennedys made in silver. So coin by coin, that's $500, right at $500 for the first 5 sets. So half the value in a tenth of the sets, because you're buying it like a coin dealer. But you get all these coins. You get all of the proof Eisenhowers, not for $3 a piece, but on average $22 a piece. You get the state quarters. From 1999 through 2009. We sell that in a red oak presentation box for $449. Okay? I just break these open, put them in a box, and I get $449.
Wow, that's great.
Here, and you're going, okay, well, the early one's worth $100 a piece, right? I get that.
Right.
But what about like the 2009s, the 2008s? Here's the 2009. Understand this, all of this is the set. This is the largest proof set ever made by the United States government. So remember, you pay $19.95 for the set. You pay $19.95 a set, right? These Lincoln cents were made exclusively for the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. They are made out of copper. We haven't made pennies out of copper since 1982. They are exclusive to this set. That's why they sell for $13.50 a piece. For those, that's $52. That is $52 that you've got right there. You've got well, yeah, thank you. Then you have the presidential dollars, $7.95 a piece, $8 times 4, another $32. So we're at $94. These are the national parks quarter, or the, territorial quarters. These little guys right here, $13.95 a piece, and there's 6 of them. Another $75. We're about $165. And then by the time you add all this together, this is another, that's like 20, 32, 42. So basically, $200. You pay 20. This is the 2009. So if you take the first 5 and this one, you're at 700. By the way, the 2008, the single most valuable state quarter of all of the state quarters is just Hawaii, right here. $45 coin by itself. These are $17.95 a piece. Just the 2008 state quarters. Almost $100 for this lens. So if you take the 2008, the 2009, and the first 5 years here, you're just about $800. You're just about home for what you're paying for every single solitary one of them. If you want a complete set of San Francisco minted Kennedy half dollars, they are going to be in here, and it is the only place for you to get them, because you get every single solitary one of the coins in this set. You get all of this. You also get all of this. It comes all in the original government packaging as well. So ultimately, and I've done some of the math here, the Kennedy half dollars, okay? The Kennedy half dollars are over $700 just for the halves. $50 here, $37 here, $19 here, $22 here, over $700. The quarters, just the Washington quarters in this set, the Washington quarters in this set, are over $600, coin by coin by coin, okay? The Franklin half dollars, $250 for the 4 Franklin half dollars. So coin by coin by coin by coin, almost $3,000. Now here's what's happening. Everybody is paying attention and listening to what I'm saying, and they're waiting. And this is what happens. And it's always what happens. People wait till the end. Look, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. You get all that. You're understanding everything that you're getting. And then all of a sudden, the phones go crazy, and we're just about there. I think we have maybe even a tiny little wait to talk to an operator. Understand, folks, you do not want to wait until the last possible second. We've only got about 4.5 minutes that we're showing right there. If you wait till the last minute, you could get caught short. Well, here. The Lincoln cents, the lowest common denominator, $200. The Roosevelt dimes, you know what I'm going to say? The Roosevelt dimes, $200. You have to understand, you get the Sacagawea golden dollars, Right here, $250 in the Sacagawea golden dollars. The presidential dollars, the Sacagawea golden dollars, the Susan B. Anthony dollars, the Eisenhower dollars. You add everything up, coin by coin by coin, not $1,000, not $2,000, almost $3,000 because you're buying like a coin dealer, but you are buying them in original government packaging, just like the day they were released from the United States Mint.
And I mean, look at the level of history you have as well.
Right.
So, I mean, there's a lot here. 3 minutes remaining on the clock, $200 savings. So let's add that kind of cherry on top.
First time back in months and months and months.
Do you remember the last time you heard this? Maybe back in the fall?
November, October, November, something like
okay.
that. And like I said, plus we have the $200 price break.
I
love the $200 price break because, look, you're less than $20 a set. Folks, you're less than $20 per set. And here's what it's important. Today's set, original, released from the United States Mint. Direct to your home, if you buy it wholesale, is 40 bucks. You have to understand, we are fairly close to the original issue price of these.
Wow.
At $19.99. At $19. It's about $3 a coin. It's about $3 a coin. The pennies are more than $3 a coin. Look, the Eisenhower dollar starting here in 73, 74. There's no 75. They have two bicentennials here, 77 and 78. So those Eisenhower dollars, they're not $3, $3, $3, $3. They're $22, $22, $19, $23, $22, and so on. And that's what you're looking at. Now, when I did all of the math like that for you, you know what I didn't add in? These sets. The United States government stopped making proof sets at the Philadelphia Mint in 1964. They moved the proof-making capacity of the U.S. Mint from the Philadelphia Mint to the San Francisco Mint. And folks, as is normal government policy, it took 3 years. Okay? It took 3 years. Now, in the interim, while they didn't make proof sets, they made coins that were intended to take the place of proof sets. They are called special mint sets. These are made by the United States government. Now, these coins are just as rare and just as valuable and just as desirable, and they add $100 or $200 individually to the value. Special mint set, United States government, 1967. And we give you those because I don't want any holes in your collection. Folks, these are starting to go very, very, very quickly.
Okay,
as a matter of fact, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to go a little bit beyond the clock. That way you'll have an opportunity to be able to secure yours. But I would not wait. We don't have a lot to begin with. But it's fascinating, isn't it? I remember when I first started working with you, Mike, and I mean, you see this and you're like, wow, you know, and then when you understand collectively that you get them all, but I love how you kind of set it up and you're saying when you're buying these proof sets, you're actually buying like a coin dealer.
Well, and I like to call it the dirty little secret of coin dealers.
Yes, you do.
Because of course you can buy this set, but why not break it open and sell it for over $200? Because people are going to do this. Why not buy these sets and sell off all the state quarters, just the state quarters, for $449? Okay, and then you have all of these other coins. Why not take these and sell all the Eisenhower dollars? And do that not for $3 a coin, but for $20 and $25 a coin. Why not sell the presidential dollars instead of $3 a coin, but for $8 a coin? Why not sell the Sacagawea golden dollars instead of, from 2000 to 2009, instead